Did you know that 90% of top performers in every field have a high degree of emotional intelligence? This isn't a mere coincidence. Let's pause for a moment and think about that. It means that nearly all individuals who excel in their respective fields, be it sports, arts, business, or even academics, possess a strong command over emotional intelligence. It's not just about their natural talents or the countless hours they've spent honing their skills. It's their ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, their own and those of others. That sets them apart. So, what exactly is emotional intelligence? At its core, it's the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. It's about making emotions work for you instead of against you. But why is emotional intelligence so important, you might ask? Well, it plays a crucial role in our daily lives, influencing everything from our personal relationships to our professional success. It's the key to effective communication, allowing us to understand and respond to others in a meaningful and constructive way. It helps us navigate social complexities, lead and inspire others, and maintain strong and healthy relationships. In the workplace, it can be the difference between a good leader and a great one. Moreover, emotional intelligence gives us the tools to understand ourselves better. It helps us recognize our emotional triggers and manage our responses, leading to better decision-making and problem-solving. It's also linked to higher resilience and stress management. Simply put, it's a fundamental component of mental and emotional well-being. The power of emotional intelligence extends far beyond these examples. It's a critical skill that influences our overall quality of life, from our self-perception and interpersonal relationships to our career progression and personal growth. So, it's clear that emotional intelligence isn't just a buzzword. It's a crucial skill that can give us an edge in life. To truly grasp the concept of emotional intelligence, let's dive into a real-life story. Picture a successful entrepreneur named Alex. Alex wasn't born into wealth or privilege. He didn't have a high IQ, nor was he a prodigy. What set Alex apart was his exceptional emotional intelligence. From an early age, Alex displayed a keen sense of self-awareness. He could recognize and understand his emotions, allowing him to navigate life with a grounded sense of purpose. When he felt fear or doubt, he didn't shy away but acknowledged these feelings and used them as stepping stones towards his goals. Self-management was another strong suit of Alex's. He had an uncanny ability to control his impulses and regulate his emotions. This meant that even in the heat of the moment, he could keep his cool, make rational decisions, and stay focused on his long-term goals. Now, let's talk about social awareness. Alex had a remarkable knack for picking up on the emotions and needs of those around him. He could walk into a room and immediately sense the mood. This ability allowed him to connect with people on a deeper level, understanding their motivations and responding to their needs effectively. Lastly, the cornerstone of Alex's emotional intelligence was his skill in relationship management. He knew how to foster and maintain healthy relationships, handle conflicts, and inspire others. His empathetic nature made him a beloved leader, and his ability to manage relationships contributed significantly to his success. As you see, emotional intelligence isn't about being nice. It's about being smart with feelings. It was Alex's emotional intelligence that paved the way for his success, helping him navigate the complexities of human emotions in himself and others. And just like Alex, anyone can harness the power of emotional intelligence to lead a successful and fulfilling life. One key aspect of emotional intelligence is empathy, but it's often confused with sympathy. They're not the same. Imagine you're having a really rough day and you share your troubles with a friend. If your friend responds with, "That sounds tough, buddy. I'm sorry you're going through that. They're expressing sympathy. They feel for you. They pity your situation, but they're not necessarily connecting with your feelings on a deeper level. Now, imagine the same scenario, but this time your friend responds with, I can see how that would be really challenging for you. I remember feeling similar when I went through a tough time. This time, your friend is exhibiting empathy. They're not just feeling for you, they're feeling with you. They're taking a moment to understand your feelings. To share in your emotional experience, when we talk about sympathy, we're talking about a sense of pity or sorrow for someone else's misfortune. It's a surface level response. It acknowledges the difficulty, but doesn't necessarily connect with the person's feelings or perspective. It's like standing on the sidelines, watching someone struggle and feeling sorry for them. Empathy, on the other hand, is about understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It's about stepping off the sidelines and joining the person on the field. It's about looking at the world through their eyes, feeling their pain, their joy, their fear, their excitement. It's about connecting on a deeper, more personal level. Imagine empathy as a bridge that connects two people, allowing them to share and understand each other's feelings. Sympathy is more like a well-meaning signpost, acknowledging the struggle, but not offering a way across. Think about it this way. Sympathy is a pat on the back, while empathy is a comforting hug. Both are expressions of care, but one resonates on a deeper, more personal level. In essence, empathy is about stepping into the shoes of another person, understanding their feelings, and seeing the world from their perspective. Now that we understand empathy, how can we respond empathetically in our daily interactions? One common pitfall we often fall into is minimizing the issue. When someone shares a struggle or a problem, our instinct might be to cheer them up by downplaying the severity of the issue. We might say things like, "It's not that bad," or "You're making a mountain out of a molehill." While these responses might come from a good place, they can end up invalidating the other person's feelings and experiences. Instead of minimizing, try acknowledging their feelings. Say something like, "That sounds really tough," or "I can see why you're upset." Another common issue is giving unsolicited advice. Again, this usually comes from a place of wanting to help. But unless the other person has specifically asked for your advice, it's often more empathetic to just listen and validate their feelings. Offering support can be as simple as saying, "I'm here for you," or "You're not alone in this." Finally, a powerful way to respond empathetically is to ask how you can help. This shows that you're not just passively listening, but actively interested in their well-being. It could be something like, "What can I do to support you?" or "How can I help you feel better?" With these tips in mind, remember this. The goal of an empathetic response isn't to fix the problem, but to show the person that they're not alone. It's about creating a genuine connection and understanding that sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is simply to be there, to listen, and to understand. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone is opening up to you about their struggles, try to respond with empathy. Acknowledge their feelings, offer your support, and ask how you can help. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to feel heard, understood, and valued. Remember, the goal of an empathetic response isn't to fix the problem, but to show the person that they're not alone. So, how can we harness our emotional intelligence and respond more empathetically? The key to this lies in the intentional practice of mindfulness, journaling, and actively seeking to understand others. Mindfulness, the act of being present in the moment, allows us to truly listen and engage with others, fostering empathy. By tuning into our own emotions and those of others, we can respond in a more emotionally intelligent way. Next, consider journaling. This is a powerful tool that can help us reflect on our feelings, responses, and interactions. By recording our emotional experiences, we can gain insight into our emotional patterns and triggers. This self-awareness is a vital part of emotional intelligence. It helps us understand why we react the way we do and how we can change our responses for the better. Lastly, we must actively seek to understand others. This involves putting ourselves in their shoes, trying to see the world from their perspective. This doesn't mean we have to agree with their viewpoint, but by understanding it, we can respond more empathetically. It's about recognizing that everyone has their own unique experiences and emotions, and respecting these differences. The beauty of these strategies is that they can be practiced in our everyday lives. Whether you're interacting with a colleague at work, chatting with a friend, or even engaging with a stranger, there are always opportunities to practice emotional intelligence. It's about making a conscious effort to respond with empathy rather than sympathy. And remember, improving your emotional intelligence isn't an overnight process. It requires ongoing practice and self-reflection, but the rewards are well worth it. By practicing these strategies, not only will you enhance your emotional intelligence, but you'll also foster deeper connections with the people around you. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't a destination, it's a journey.